Hello Pisces, welcome to your February love reading. This is going to be a general love reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be on the topic of love. For those of you who don't know, every single week I do a forecast, a general forecast for each zodiac sign about like spiritual growth, finances, money, family, all that good stuff. And those go up every single week. So if you want to know about more than love life, check out your forecast for the week here on my channel after you watch this video. I'm going to see what's happening here, Pisces, for you guys. We got the smoke blowing over already, so we have some interesting messages coming in. When smoke blows over, usually it's confirmation for me on a subject or on a topic. So let's see what's going on. This one seems to want to come out, so we're going to put that one there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, my lovelies. Ooh, 3 of Swords. So Pisces, you're kind of like nursing some old hurt, some old wound. I don't think this is happening to you in February because it jumped out as like the very first card. It's not showing up like here, here, here in the progression of the month. It's showing up at the very beginning. So some of you might be having to make a decision on if you're going to be able to forgive somebody in your life currently. Maybe you're dating someone and you're married or living with someone or whatever, you might be with someone, and they may have done something in the previous month in January that like maybe hurt you or upset you, and you're trying to release that, or you're trying to get through that and trying to figure out like how you want to move forward. For some of you, it could be, you know, you just having to let go of an old heartbreak. I feel, Pisces, some of you have like been on the sidelines for a really long time. Like you haven't been wanting to date, or you've been finding ways to keep busy. And then you told yourself, okay, you know what? I'm ready for love. I'm ready for all the emotional intimacy. I'm ready for the connection. And now that you're getting into that vulnerable place, you're like, oh my goodness, no, but I'm guarded because I'm realizing I'm still hurting over things that happened in the past that I haven't quite healed or released yet. And that blood moon we just had, guys, this is really intense energy for changing, for shifting, for growing. So some of you may just be on that end where the energy feels heavy, or you're releasing, or you're sad. But I feel for a lot of you, it's just old. It's old hurt. It's old pain. It's time to let it go. It's time to get it out of the way so that you can have a healthier, happier love life. We have that smoke blowing over. That was confirmation for you right there, Pisces. You have King of Wands coming up. Oh, and the smoke's coming in again. Some of you may be dealing with a fire sign or someone that has fire in their sun, moon, or rising. It could be you if you have fire in your moon or in your rising. But my message with King of Wands, when I see King of Wands in a love reading, it has to do with passion. It has to do with the physical, you know, aspect of the relationship, the physical intimacy. Some of you are wanting more of it. Some of you might have someone who's really like pursuing you physically and like really trying to give you this attention or seduce you or get you into bed. Those of you who are in a relationship already, I feel that some of you are having a situation where you are having, and this is going to be more so for those of you who date men, because this energy feels very masculine to me. Well, I guess it could be a female with very masculine energy as well, so maybe I should take that back. But, you know, for those of you who are into the masculine energy or who date masculine energy, maybe that's a better way for me to word it. You're going to have someone with masculine energy really pursuing you, and you may already be in another relationship. And for some of you, it could be somebody from the past coming up, and you might be very tempted. There could be a lot of temptation here. But typically when I see King of Wands, If it's a new person coming in that's tempting you with, like, you know, getting you all worked up or hot and bothered, it's typically not a relationship. Look at that smoke going over confirmation. Typically not a relationship that's gonna manifest into like long term, where this is gonna be like somebody that you can leave your existing partner for and like create a life with them. They're not probably gonna go that far. They're just really into the physical connection. So Pisces, some of you are just in the need for more of it, for more sex, I guess I could say, or at least more meaningful, or like more like where you're connecting or you're feeling it. Like you want that lover vibe, you want that lover energy, not just like a booty call. But yeah, so some of you are trying to bring it into an existing relationship. Some of you are just feeling more confident in that way, and you might be attracting that energy. Don't get frustrated. Don't get mad. Some of you might be like, man, like, you know, especially those of you who are single and you're trying to call in a partner. You're like, why is everybody just like wanting just that from me? It's a symbol, it's a sign of attractiveness. It's a symbol, and I don't just mean physical attractiveness. I mean in terms of your energy. Your energy is open, right? So you can't blame them, right? Like you can't blame them for wanting you. And just see it as like, okay, well, I'm open and I'm just gonna filter through in the right ones. I'll let the right ones in. But some of you might be having more attention coming in that way, or you're paying more attention, or you're wanting more of that physical kind of energy in your love life in February. Seven of Swords. So some of you are plotting, Pisces. Some of you are a little sneaky. You see how the light just got brighter just now? I didn't do that. I don't have like physical lights in the room. All of the lighting right now is candlelight. This is candlelight tarot. So one of the candles just turned up real strong. That to me is like a sign. Some of you are getting kind of sneaky or snoopy to get to the bottom of a situation. Typically when I see this card, I'm like, oh, somebody's watching you. Somebody's keeping an eye on you. But this time around, Pisces, I feel like it's you. I feel like you're the sneaky Pete in the situation here. It could be where you're trying to investigate, or you're trying to figure out either what someone's intentions are for you, if they're trying to get all hot and bothered with you, or you're trying to figure out, if they're not, if you're trying to figure out like, what's going on? Why don't you want me? Like, what is it? Are you looking at other people? Are you interested in someone else? Some of you might be snooping, or you might be doing some kind of like information gathering to try to figure out how to be more exciting, or see, the candles did it again, to be more exciting, or to be more attractive to like a partner. Or you might be looking at ways of like bringing the fire or the passion back into the relationship, those of you who are in a relationship. But overall, this feels like investigation. Like this feels like, you know, you guys are like putting on your detective hat and you're getting down to business. So you're taking someone or something very seriously, and you're like, before I invest, I want to make sure that everything's on the up and up. I want to make sure that I'm, you know, bringing the right stuff to the table. I would have to say, Pisces, I think whoever this is, you really, really care about the relationship. You really care about this person that you're going through this much trouble and trying to figure them out. But in a big way also, I have to say, Pisces, you know, even though typically I would say, you know, don't snoop, don't spy, you know, don't be in that fear energy. The fact that you're doing it in one way, I think, is really commendable, and I'm going to say good job to you, and I'll tell you why. Because you're not shrinking away from the situation in defeat. You have the confidence in yourself that, you know what, I'm a good catch, or okay, like I can turn up the heat, or I can figure out what they want, I can give it to them. Like, you believe in yourself. It's not like you're snooping because you're wanting to know why you're unhappy and like to sit there and cry. You're like, let me figure out what it is so I can give it to you. Why wouldn't I be able to give it to you? So that, in one end, I have to say, is a really high, healthy level of confidence. And I think a lot of you Pisces have, it's taken you a long time to get there. So I would say pat yourself on the back for, you know, taking the bull by the horns and going for it. Next card here is Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, and this is your answer, Pisces. This is your answer right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. When I see Queen of Pentacles, this to me is like the homemaker card. And I don't mean homemaker like 1950s Betty Crocker, like you just kind of stay home all day and cook and clean and make everything perfect, or like Martha Stewart, I guess would be like a more like modern day example. Not like that. I don't mean homemaker in that way. Like, you know, a lot of you, and if you are staying home and if you aren't working, that's awesome. Believe me, that's great too. But when I say homemaker, I mean in the sense, even though you might be working and you might, have other things that you're doing outside of the house, Queen of Pentacles is a successful business woman, because she's indicated here as a female, right? And she's able to multiply abundance. She's able to create abundance. Here we have these little rabbits, and rabbits multiply like crazy. But she's able to create, okay? So she's able to bring in finances. So Pisces, either you are the Queen of Pentacles and you're bringing in finances and you're feeling good about yourself and it's taking away pressure from the situation, or you are dealing with, you're calling in a Queen of Pentacles, which is going to be, helping you bring less stress into your life, like somebody that maybe you can count on or depend on teamwork. But when I said this is your answer, I'm going to say what it is right now. When I see Queen of Pentacles, and I was saying I see her as the homemaker, because Queen of Pentacles, she works very hard and she likes to have a nice place to come home to. And I don't mean like materialistic. I don't mean where it's like, oh, I have to have like, Prada shoes and designer sheets and designer linens and expensive plates to eat off of. Not like in that way, but she likes to have a nice, comfortable home. She likes to have beautiful things around her. You can find beautiful things at the dollar store. It doesn't have to be about high end. It doesn't have to be about, breaking the bank. But a lot of you are finding, as you're creating this comfortable atmosphere in your home environment, and I don't care if you're like, living in a very tiny little room with no kitchen or like no, like I don't, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be an elaborate place. Wherever you're living, you're beginning to bring beauty into it and comfort into it. And the more that you're in that energy, the sexy energy is coming up. You're feeling more relaxed. You're feeling more confident. You see beautiful things. You're touching beautiful things, soft things, comfortable things. And that's waking up the senses, which is what sensuality actually means. It's awakened senses. And that's bringing in the desire. That's bringing in the passion. So those of you who are with someone and you're like, why isn't this person into me? You're learning how to create the mood. You're learning how to create an atmosphere where it's like, okay, like we have our little love nest, And like I said, you don't have to have a big house. You don't even have to have an apartment. Maybe you're just like in one little room. But whatever the case, you're creating something where you're having a little getaway with this person or with this partner, or those of you who are single, you're just having your own little getaway that's bringing you in that sexy energy, romantic energy, that's calling romance in for you. All right, my lovelies? Next card here is 8 of Wands. I'm happy for you, Pisces. So 8 of Wands is like whatever was stuck, it's becoming unstuck. Like it's beginning to move very quickly. It's beginning to move very fast. It's passion, it's excitement, it's going full force, full speed ahead. It can also be communication. So those of you who maybe have been feeling like, oh, my partner doesn't want me, you guys might be having a really nice talk. You guys might be having some communication that's like clearing up any misunderstanding and being able to get past it. Some of you who've been waiting to hear on somebody, or you've been waiting for somebody to ask you out, like they're seeing all these changes in you. You're giving all of these nice, confident, sexy, comfortable vibes, and they're stepping up to you, or they're asking you out, or they're like professing feelings for you. It's a good month for you in love, Pisces. I really do. I think some of you are really excited because you didn't think you were gonna have anybody for Valentine's, but like they're coming in, they're swooping in. It's exciting. It's exciting energy. I think a lot of you were feeling stuck, and look, you're leaving the pain behind you. Like you're like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to be depressed. I want the passion. I'm going to take things into my own hands. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to create my comfortable, happy place. And then bow, boom, you know, like it's happening. Exciting, my lovelies. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos too, because it's going to add more information depending on what's going on, you know, with your life and where your planets are. You may need a private reading. You can reach out through the description, the link in the description, Calendly link, and schedule a reading. It'll have all the different reading options and explain them there. You can schedule your reading. But I thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to check out your weekly forecasts, because we're not just all about love, right? Like, romance is one part of our life, but so is family, friendship, career, money. Check that stuff out too. That's up every single week. So thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. Till next time, my friends.